Hello, my friends. Thank you for supporting Ukraine and trusting my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, this is the best time to do it. Today, I want to share with you my thoughts about the peace plan of China and France, what is known and what are the threats to Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron, after his April visit to China, began to actively promote the idea of peace talks between Ukraine and Russia. At the same time, Macron clearly enlisted the support of China, which previously published its own peace plan, which caused rejection among Ukraine's closest allies and was also received rather coldly in Kiev. We talk about Macron's initiatives, the possible reasons for their appearance, and the threats posed by the followers of the peace treaty with Russia. Peace Dove in French. On April 18th, Bloomberg reported that Macron will soon turn to China with a plan that, according to the French president, should be guaranteed to bring Russia and Ukraine to a negotiating table. The publication, citing people who are familiar with Macron's plans, claims that the negotiations, according to his initiative, will begin in the summer of 2023, and one of their conditions will be long-term security guarantees for Ukraine. The publication also cites the details of the plan, which became known from the story of an knowledgeable source. Emmanuel Bon, Macron's foreign policy advisor, is expected to work closely with Chinese diplomat Wang Yi, creating a framework that will form the basis for the future talks. No data on what exactly the French and Chinese diplomats are going to discuss has been revealed yet, but the publication claims the France allies have been informed about this initiative by Macron. At the same time, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of China refused to comment on any details of the publication, saying that they allegedly do not have any information and cannot verify its authenticity. Any negotiations between Ukraine and Russia would depend on several conditions, including a spring counter-offensive operation by Ukraine. Its main task is to provide the Ukrainian government with stronger position during the negotiations. But my question is like, who asked Ukraine? Who asked Russia? Do we want any negotiations? Like, it is not up to us decide rather Russian forces will stop or not, but it depends on us that we won't stop until we move out Russians of Ukrainian territory. And China has already formalized the same position. And extremely quickly, on April 19th, they declared that they are ready to support Macron's intentions to present a peace plan for Ukraine. China supports the European side in promoting the earliest possible resumption of peace talks based on its own fundamental and long-term interests, taking into account the legitimate concerns of all parties and developing a balanced, effective, and stable European security framework. Who said China is a peaceful country? They are doing peace all over the world. A completely different attitude to Macron's peace plan is in Europe. Macron is dealing with exactly what a Western leader should not be dealing with. Where does he get the fact that China can be trusted as an honest mediator in the current situation? The head of the committee of the Estonian parliament, Marko Mihkelson, told the publication, thus expressing the common point of view of most European states. The head of European diplomacy, Joseph Borrell, noted that any normal relationships between China and Europe, including in the field of peace plans and initiatives, should be based on the fact that Beijing will force Russia to withdraw its troops from Ukraine. And I agree with this totally. Only after that, Borrell said, can we talk about some kind of good relations between China and Europe, or some kind of peace negotiations between Ukraine and the Russian aggressors? Mikhailo Podolyak, who is advisor to the head of the office of the president of Ukraine, commenting on the various peace plans that have been pouring in lately as if from a cornucopia, said that initiatives without the prior withdrawal of Russian troops are not a path to peace, but an attempt to force Ukraine to capitulate, like to give a better background for the capitulation. Do Ukrainians agree with that? No. This is not a peace plan. It's a way of capitulating Ukraine. You can put forward any peace initiatives, but the main thing is the withdrawal of Russian troops. If this provision is included, it can be considered as a serious plan, he said. In the conditions when the preparation of the Ukrainian counteroffensive reaches the finish line, the statements of various adepts of peace talks do not simply undermine European unity, as they say about it in Europe itself. They can affect the supply of weapons to Ukraine, on which our country depends critically, affect introduction of new sanctions against the terrorist country. This in turn could give Russia a great chance to win, or at least to preserve the current status quo, with the occupied territories of Ukraine still held by Russian terrorists. Whereas for Ukraine, the condition of victory and the guarantee of further security are only exit to the borders of 1991, reparations, and extradition of Russian war criminals to the worldwide justification in Gaga or somewhere else. This is all for today. I wish you a safe and nice day. You are more than welcome to ask me any questions and raise your thumbs up or down below the video. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.